like to sit way low in the seat of my car and then have shifty eyes like all the bad guys in all the cartoon shows. This week on the Big Dave and Company podcast, Mike-a-licious gets excited over listener mail, physically excited, and we bust out a top 10 list for you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Big Dave and Company podcast, coming to you almost live from the Gigabyte Systems studio in the annex of the worldwide headquarters. I am, of course, Big Dave, with me, my usual company, the lovely Emily, the unpaid interns who scatter every time I start talking. What's his name? The guy from
It's
Kelsey.
It's because of your breath.
Kelsey Papa Giorgio, a.k.a. Steak Knife, the guy from the FCC. Herbie the Wonder Dog is under the table, as always, and that voice you just heard from upon high, like an angel, is Mike-a-licious, who is Owl City. How's that working out for you?
Owl City?
Owl City.
Oh, what does that mean?
The popular music group, Owl City.
Sorry.
You know?
I'm not hip on
Fireflies?
I'm not hip on your
You know what you're talking about
newfangled
'cause
music.
you're Owl City.
Okay.
You never heard that song?
No, sorry.
10 million fireflies. Weird because okay, wow. You should turn off the.
I listen to all country. I listen to both kinds of music, country and western.
And western.
Yeah.
You had Lawrence Welk on the TV.
You should have maybe told me. Have you heard about that band Owl City? And I could have been like, no, and then you could have scratched that off your little note sheet.
Well,
and used something else. That would have been funnier.
I give you
because it pretty much died. It died right there when I said I have no idea who that is.
And I knew you were going to do that. I give you a copy of the sheet though, and you choose every week. You get a copy of the sheet.
I have yet to unpaperclip
from our other producer, our non-technical producer. And
there it says Mike-a-licious is Owl City this week. Oh yeah, I could have probably Googled it.
You could have real quick. I've been like, yeah, I'm Owl City. That's
it's a newfangled band from
the Wikipedia said that I create.
Oops.
Electronic music.
Next week, folks. I'll be prepared next week.
Don't worry. I'll make you something else next week.
Oh yeah.
It'll be like a masturbator.
Oh!
Oh! Anyway, today's podcast brought to you as always.
Wait, let me guess. It's brought to you by Morningwood Estates.
Yeah, you want to read what their thing is?
I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I know it says it on the sheet, but...
Morningwood Estate has a great promotion going on right now. Kiss Me, I'm Irish. Free kisses from train conductor Consuela on St. Patrick's Day for everybody who wears green up to Morningwood Estates.
Well, that sounds like
Kiss Me,
that's
I'm Irish.
Great.
Yeah.
I've never seen Consuela. Is she kissable?
310 pounds. Better mustache
5'2".
Yeah.
310 pounds.
Yeah. The only reason she's the train conductor because she can actually push it. If it breaks down, she just pushes it to the next station.
She does the Flintstone brakes on it too.
She's a mule. What?
Okay.
So yeah. So go up to get on. Go online.
I'm not going up there. I'm not
going
up there for that.
You don't have to go. We don't wear green, and you won't get free kisses. Oh snap!
Oh, kiss my shillelagh.
Strange. They love St. Patrick's Day Morningwood Estates. That's why we have so many promotions going on. Kiss Me, I'm Irish. They have the free mini bar one going on. All sorts of good stuff. Also brought to you as always by Bob's House Wigs. Great specials at Bob's House Wigs. You can get your green wig to wear up for your kissing date with Consuela.
Now at 2 locations.
2 locations, Tampa, Florida, Orlando, Florida. Bob's House Wigs.biz.
Or hairfortomorrow.com.
That's the number 4 because we're like hip with the kids' lingo.
Except I don't know what Owl City is.
Well, you'll find
I'm
out.
not that hip.
You'll have to Wikipedia it later or Google it. How come everybody Googles everything but nobody Yahoos anything?
Yahoo!
I'm going to have to go Bing that later.
I'm going to Bing the shit out of that. I'm going to Alta Vista that. Is Alta Vista even still around?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Those poor people, there's like one guy. If it's still around, there's one
He's
guy
like in his
working
basement.
There. Yeah, running that thing off a Commodore 64 or
You know what happens if you search something through Alta Vista?
It just
you go
uses
there?
Google.
Yeah, the question goes to him, and he goes and Googles it.
Literally, it's like a instant chat. It just goes to him, and he Googles it, copies and pastes it back. That's terrible.
Oh, but you know what's not terrible?
It's probably a very great company.
You know, you want to know what's not terrible? It's time for the news.
You know, I cannot get enough of that.
That just charges me up.
I know.
I feel like my name should be like Flip Winkle or like Dirk something.
Wait, let's do it one more time. Oh, yeah, that's good. I like that. That's good. All right, twice is enough.
I feel like I should be snorting that with a line, from a line with a rolled-up dollar bill. That's how good it is. Short news today, though.
Okay.
But I think you'll like this. Woman charged in breast milk assault on jailer.
Oh, I heard about this one. Yeah. This is awesome.
A woman in jail for public intoxication was accused of assaulting a jailer by squirting breast milk at her. WYMT-TV reported that a 31-year-old woman was arrested Thursday on a misdemeanor charge of public intoxication. But as she was changing into an inmate uniform, she squirted breast milk into the face of the female deputy who was with her.
She must have a good shot, because that can't be easy.
The woman now faces a felony charge of third-degree assault on a police officer. Her bond was set at $10,000.
I wonder did she get like a concealed weapon charge too?
Maybe they were
holster? They were holstered.
I guess that's true. You never know. She might have been wearing a tank top, and they weren't really so much concealed.
Ooh, yeah.
She's 31. Maybe she was just concerned that the jailer wasn't getting enough calcium. She was trying to prevent osteoporosis.
Yeah, and there's a lot of nutrients in breast milk, right?
So I hear.
I hear. I mean, I drink it on my Cheerios,
which is strange.
It is,
but Cheerio likes that. She's into that kind of thing.
That is a stripper name.
I know, isn't it? This is.
Oh, there's so many things I could say.
She works at Maryland's on Monroe,
but I'm not gonna.
Listen to you showing restraint. Are you feeling well today?
I'm feeling great.
That's because you're all city.
I went and saw Dr. J before the show.
Dr. J.
I'm feeling good.
Dr. J's been out trying to buy a new Pitmobile.
I asked him, by the way, about when his next appearance is. He said he'd check his schedule, but he's willing to come on again.
Yeah?
So
that's going to be exciting. We'll have to have him back. That was fun.
Anyway,
today's podcast brought to you by Alta Vista Search Engine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Our ads are so cheap, we're probably the only place that they can afford to advertise. They can't even advertise on their own website.
You should have seen the raging mega hard boner I got when you started ripping on Alta Vista. I was like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him good. Make a fake advertisement because he doesn't read the sheet.
Fix his wagon.
We are brought to you, though, this hour by Cherry Bomb, the John Mellencamp themed restaurant on the Market Square in downtown.
John Mellencamp.
On the square in downtown Indianapolis. They have great food, including Pink House cookies and the Jack and Diane 2-person dinner specials.
You have to be a homo to go there?
No, you just have to be from Indiana, or you have to like John Mellencamp.
That's for all the homos. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But yeah.
Being from Indiana?
Yeah, that's worse.
But here's the thing. Don't go in there talking any of that John Cougar bullshit.
John, don't you dare call me Cougar Mellencamp?
Yeah, or the John Cougar Mellencamp shit. Just John Mellencamp.
And the whole restaurant is smoking only, too.
Yeah.
There's no non-smoking section.
No non-smoking, no. It's wonderful. So go in there, try the great food. That's Cherry Bomb on Market Square, downtown Indianapolis.
Don't bother.
Downtown Indianapolis is nice.
It'll give you the gout.
It will not give you the... I guess if you get like the...
They got closed down for like health violations.
I guess if you get like the... Why would you say that about
our sponsors? Because I don't like Indiana or John Mellencamp.
God, you're so anti-everything.
I'm sorry. I'm opinionated.
Does your anti-everythingness ever make you physically ill?
Sometimes.
Do you ever like wake up and be like, God, I wish I liked something? Because it would be so much less painful.
It would be. Yeah.
Terrible.
It's tough being me.
Apparently so.
Heavy lies the crown.
I know something that you did like, though.
Yeah? What is it? Morningwood Estates?
Well, everyone likes Morningwood Estates.
Bob's House Wigs?
Everyone likes Bob's House Wigs.
Okay.
They're two fine sponsors.
So what is it then? If it's not those two, what is it, Dave?
You really liked this email we got from a listener.
I did.
At podcast@bigdavidcompany.com.
I did.
We're trying to, I don't know if you realize this company.
Youper Girl, her name is.
Yeah, I don't realize if you realize this company, but we've gotten 2 listener mails now. Actually, probably 4 if you count all those ones from the Canadian Clubber we got back in the day. Yeah. And we've read every single one of them online, and we're on air. So we're kind of hoping that you get the hint that if you send things, we'll read them.
Provided it's somewhat appropriate. I mean, we're not totally inappropriate here.
Right. But I'm trying to get people to send their emails to podcast@bigdavidcompany.com.
And what was that address one more time?
Podcast@bigdavidcompany.com.
Okay.
Spell out all the words. BIGDAVEANDCOMPANY.com.
MOUSE.
Would you like me to read this?
Go ahead.
Hey there, Big Dave and Company, comma. I am writing in regards to your recent podcast, No Crying Over Spilled Chocolate Milk.
That was one where you talked about Lent.
That was the one where you called me a godless fuck heathen because I drink chocolate milk.
Pretty much.
You didn't really say that.
I didn't say that. I was thinking.
I embellished a little bit, though.
Okay.
Although this was one of my favorite podcasts, nice comment, It did leave me a little confused and offended by Mike-a-licious's conflicting opinions of UP women.
Yet another
UP,
person I've offended.
Upper Peninsula of Michigan, is that's what that stands for. Those of you who aren't familiar with that.
We're nationwide.
Initially described as, quote, hairy, dog-like, and ugly, end quote, Mike-a-licious then goes on to confess that his second wife was an ugly woman from the UP. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. You ever heard that song?
That's dumb.
It's a good song.
Anyway.
From my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. That's how it ends.
Fine. Good luck with all that.
A few minutes later in the podcast, Mike-a-licious does a complete 180. Shocker. I didn't say that.
I'm
that was in there.
I'm not a flip-flopper.
That was in there. You're not a waffler? You don't belong to the waffling club for
I don't
young
go to,
moderates?
It's not the Waffle House.
And starts to openly lust after a group of 20-year-old UP women in miniskirts.
Well,
I guess I'm just looking for clarification. Are we hairy dogs or hot snow bunnies? To help Mike-a-licious form a more concrete opinion on the matter, I was going to send a few revealing pictures to the podcast. Unfortunately, I gave up sending illicit pictures of myself for Lent, even if I was covered in chocolate sauce.
So,
UP girl, covered in chocolate sauce, got your crank
just
cranking.
For future reference listeners, we do accept
any lewd
pictures.
photos. I don't know if you guys realize this is a podcast. It's not visual. It's just audio.
Right.
So we'll be happy to look at any lewd pictures.
And we'll describe those pictures in detail on the air.
We're going to get all pictures of guys.
Including anything covered in almost anything covered in chocolate sauce.
We're going to get all pictures of guys with their dongs hanging out.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We better not.
We're going to get all pictures of
I will so quit this podcast. I don't need to see any dongs. I can't even see my own. I don't want to see anybody else's.
We're going to get pictures of guys who are tucked and then bent over.
Oh, God. Tuck and tape. So she's looking for a so she wants to know.
She wants to know if you love him or hate him, because you seem to do both. Which I guess you could have a love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate because 20-year-old anything in a short skirt, female. Of course.
What if it was like Mama Cass?
But when she was 20, she probably was all right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
She probably wasn't a hairy dog yet.
What if it was Precious? She was at 20. She was 20 in the movie, or roughly wasn't.
Well,
she was
there's exceptions to all rules. Chubby chicks need loving too.
What about Barbra Streisand?
Babs? I bet she was hot when she was 20.
Yeah, maybe. I think she's a dude.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
It can go either way.
So 20-year-old anything, but you were lusting. Oh, I seem to recall you lusting after specific UP women.
Yeah, because they were in short miniskirts, you said.
Let me tell you a story.
Because you were at something, it was like a dog sled thing, right?
Yeah, they were in short skirts.
Right.
Let me tell you a story about UP women.
Okay.
My buddy Coco.
Okay.
Coco and I were in the UP, and some members of one of the college ski
Coco
teams.
male or female?
He's male.
Okay. Because that sounds like a stripper name.
No, yeah, well, he might as well be a stripper.
Okay.
My buddy Coco was there, and it was summertime, and there were some girls from a ski team, and they were practicing, and they were wearing normal, like, runner attire, so, like, their little short shorts, like,
sure,
super tight, and, like, the sports bras.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And they went past the car as we were going up to the bank to get money out, and he was, like, so excited about that he forgot his PIN number, and he could not remember his PIN number to get money off his card. Like, for the whole rest of the time we were there, he could not remember the PIN number.
Women, do you
Days
are you listening
later,
to this?
He could not remember his PIN
number. Are you listening? I mean, do you understand the power that you wield?
Them little workout shorts when they roll them over.
Oh, yeah. And the sports bras.
So those were UP
These
women. Some
things.
of them at least were.
Yeah.
So
now, were they from the UP, or did they just happen to be maybe going to school in the UP?
I would guess that
because there's a couple colleges in the UP.
There's a couple colleges, and I'd guess it was probably about half and half.
Okay.
A lot of Upers.
So the local girls are ugly, but the ones that are from maybe
there's some hot local girls up there. I know.
The other parts of the Midwest are.
I mean,
Midwestern girls typically are not they're not known for their beauty. They're not. It's like dairy country,
sure,
and they're a little on the chubbier side.
There is something to be said for the farmer's daughter, though.
Yeah, but I don't need somebody to toss me around the room either.
I like Midwestern girls very much. So Midwestern girls, feel free to send your pictures to me. Just put them attention, Big Dave at podcast.
Now my loathing for Indiana, right?
You do hate Indiana. We're going to get to that more in a minute.
With the exception of
because you hate the John Magdalene
the women that are in Indianapolis. They are some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
Even the ones at Cherry Bomb that you...
I've never gone to Cherry Bombs because of all those health code violations.
Anyway.
There's like pubes in the burgers.
So what you're saying is Midwest girls are not known for their beauty, but Indianapolis girls are smoking hot.
They are.
I think the thing is there's smoking hot girls everywhere. You just have to look.
No,
sure.
there isn't.
I can go to freaking...
I get around, Dave. And there are not smoking hot girls.
I can go to Wybaugh, Montana, and there's going to be smoking hot girls there.
Okay, there's a much larger percentage maybe in Indianapolis.
Maybe
then.
you just happen to be somewhere where all of them were, like the mall.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're dead to me.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Go down to the 4-H show, see what you find there.
Okay, that's a valid
Anyway,
point. That's a valid point.
That was our email we
Okay.
got from you girls. So what have you decided about UP women? Make a decision. Commit to something.
Do I have to go one? Do I have to be 100% one way or the other? I can't just be love-hate?
Well, I guess you could, but I'd rather you pick one. It makes for provocative radio.
Okay, they're hairy dogs.
Hairy dogs! Remember, everyone in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, that's podcast at Big David.
Now,
Company.
that doesn't mean that I wouldn't have sex with some of the better-looking hairy dogs. I'm just saying. Any port in the storm.
But afterward, I'm going to sell them to the Chinese restaurant. Anyway, the listener mail today brought to you by Lawson Town Corporation, making goods or providing services since a time before now in your town or another community. That's Lawson Town Corporation.
You know who we haven't heard a ad from for
Alliance Radiator Center?
Well, yeah, good place to take a leak. But the
West Virginia Power and Light, we just had them a couple weeks ago.
Would you let me talk?
Well, you asked me. I'm just trying to answer correctly.
It was a yes or no question, though. Do
well,
you know?
I just said yes. I know several, but I don't know the specific one of which you're thinking.
It was the new metal foundry that you purchased.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you don't remember. It's so good. You don't remember the name of the metal. It's not the Chairman Mao.
No, it's the Kim Jong-il.
Kim Jong-il.
The Kim Jong-il metal foundry, the
supreme
glorious
leader.
supreme leader of all metal foundries. We spend most of our advertising on billboards in North Korea.
Oh.
But all of our billboards just show pictures of people eating sumptuous feasts, and then on the bottom it says Kim Jong-il Metal Foundry, Pyongyang.
How's that ad campaign working for you?
We're the only metal foundry in North Korea.
So you kind of have the monopoly.
And we actually feed our workers.
Well, that's a benefit.
Because they live in the company housing, and
that's
we feed them so we have the cream of the crop of metal foundry workers in all of North Korea.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's very humane.
We're actually
conditions.
in the process of getting shut down.
I'm going to go over there and have those people unionize.
The North Korean authorities are actually shutting us down because they think we're Western capitalist pig dogs trying to.
That's because you are
trying to make North Korea look bad by feeding our workers.
Schweinhund.
They say North Korean workers have plenty to eat. We don't need to provide them with nutritious meals.
Well,
I guess you can get in trouble. Unlike China, where you can't get in trouble if you name it Deng Xiaoping or if you name it Chairman Mao. You can get in trouble in North Korea even if it's named Kim Jong-il.
Wow.
I might have to move to another country.
You're going to have to somewhere that has a little bit less.
I'm going to move to Zimbabwe and call it the Robert Mugabe
Metal
Foundry.
Some more lax.
Yeah, we haven't had it. We spend our advertising dollars in other ways there. Although I should direct my people to advertise more on the Big David Company podcast.
So what do we got coming up next?
How crazy would it be if the Chairman Mao Metal Foundry owners bought advertising time here just to rub into my face that I lost that gambling bet on the Super Bowl?
That'd be pretty cool. I'm going to Patsy, make some phone calls.
I should get them into an NCAA tournament pool and try to win my foundry back.
That would be good. You should do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and then
a
if
good
they
idea.
win, they can have the crappy Kim Jong-il ones getting shut down anyway.
So you're going like double or nothing.
Basically, yeah. I should make some phone calls.
You should do
Can
that.
I borrow your cell phone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have international calling?
I do.
We're gonna give what we're gonna do next. Now I know you're interested. Brought to you.
It's not on my sheet.
We're brought to you today, by the way. Morningwood Estates, as always. We didn't say it today. Kiss me, I'm Irish. Free kiss from train conductor Consuela on St. Patrick's Day if you wear green. That's Morningwood Estate. Wake up with Morningwood. I can tell you, a kiss from Consuela, make that go away right quick.
Just like baseball and grandma.
Anyway, we have a top 10 list for you today, company.
Yeah, why is that not on my sheet?
It is on your sheet. You're looking at the back side of it.
It says top 10. There it is. What's the top 10 about?
It's about you. That's why I didn't give you a copy of the 10
okay.
list. For those of you who don't know, this
top
is
10 reasons that I'm awesome.
Sure.
Top 10.
Sure, we'll go
top
with
10. Top 10 reasons I have such huge greatness.
For those of you who didn't know, who don't count regularly, like I do,
Bing.
like our accounting firm does, which is, do you know our accounting firm?
Dewey Cheatham and Howe.
Dewey Cheatham and Howe. This is podcast number 6, which means we have 26. Excuse me, we have 25 of them in the books.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's like a milestone.
It is like a milestone. It's like our silver podcast. So, What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the top 10 groups Mike-a-licious has offended over the first 25 podcasts.
Nice. I don't have theme music for that.
I know, that's why I did the old news theme music.
Okay, that'll work.
So are you ready? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to read the list.
I don't know these. Now I don't know these.
You don't know these. I'm going to read the list, and then you can respond, and we'll talk about them, each of them. Maybe not in depth, but a little bit, because I want, we need to have discussion. That's what feeds our radio greatness, discussion.
Is Patsy on there?
No.
Because I apologize to her.
I know.
Okay.
Number 1. Top 10 groups Mike-a-licious has offended in the last 25 podcasts, in no particular order.
Okay.
Number 1, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, Ohio.
You hate Ohio.
I hate Ohio.
Why? That was very early on. That was like the first podcast you brought out. One of the first things.
I don't remember why exactly.
Oh, okay. So
but there's some deep hatred. There's some deep hatred.
I refuse to bury that hatchet.
There's a lot of D-bags there in Ohio.
Yeah? Have you ever been?
Yeah, sure.
No, I've never been there.
I've
never been there.
Sure.
I've flown over.
I've been everywhere, man.
So you just hate Ohio because there's a lot of D-bags. There's no D-bags anywhere else.
No,
just a lot of them in Ohio.
It's a higher percentage.
Sure. What's round in the middle, or what's high in the middle and round on both ends?
Ohio.
Hey, that's a good old-fashioned joke. Number 2, and this is not going to surprise anyone. You ready?
No particular order.
No particular order.
Okay.
Number 2, Canada.
Oh, I fucking hate Canada.
Why?
I hate Canada and everything it stands for.
I know.
Including their fucking hockey team.
But you went there, and you were in jail, and you didn't want to come back.
Well, that's Canada jail.
Oh, so it's different.
It's kind of
like... It was on Canadian soil. Staffed by Canadians.
Like Canadian Clubber. I hate Canadian Clubber.
I like the Canadian
I don't
Clubber.
like Molson beer.
Really?
It makes me hallucinate. I think it has LSD in it.
You probably put that in there.
The Canadian men's Olympic hockey team sucks balls. Hate them.
Sidney Crosby.
Can't stand them.
Because he scored a goal in overtime.
Yeah, it sucks. What else? The men's curling team also.
Why?
Because they're a bunch of assholes.
Do you know them?
Yes, I know.
You know
them.
Kevin Martin.
Yes,
one of the greatest.
We went to school together.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
He was my roommate.
Oh,
yeah.
You and Kevin Martin.
Yeah, for one semester.
He's like 50-something.
Yeah. Well, how old do you think I am? I'm a lot older than I look, Dave.
18. That's how we hired you.
There's a laundry list of reasons I can't stand Canada. Plus, it's like always on top of us, always like lording down over the United States.
Dripping maple syrup upon our pristine shores.
In their pompous Canadian way.
I've never had anything but nice experiences in Canada.
Well, you haven't been to the parts I've been to.
Number 3, you hate places apparently. Number 3, Indiana.
Oh God, Indiana. Well, you know why? Because John, Don't You Dare Come to Cougar Mellencamp's from Indiana. That's why.
Do you hate the cherry bomb then? Because
I especially hate the cherry bomb.
Wow. But you just said you love Indiana girls in Indianapolis.
Well, only in Indianapolis.
Can you be a little more...
I don't think those girls are from...
Sure?
But basically every topic I've waffled on.
Are you sure you're not in the Waffling Club for Young Minors? I was the president of that club at one time. No. Would you like to be in it?
No.
I founded the club.
No, I'm not in it.
All right.
I'm not in it. Maybe I could be.
Number 4, the lovely Emily. Who is glowing right now.
I really pissed her off. I apologize over and over.
Many times.
Yeah.
You've said some very...
Bad things.
Very non-Lenten things about Emily on the air.
Yeah. See, but I thought she liked that dirty talk. But she didn't.
She has never said no.
But she didn't.
No. Well, you think you would have learned the first time.
Yeah, but I thought I told her what the safe word was, and she never used it, so...
But yeah, Emily.
I cannot be held responsible for that.
I can't believe she keeps coming back. Only because I'm so great and I smooth things over. And she likes me because I'm genuinely nice and respectful of her and her being. Okay. Right?
So I need to be more respectful.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
But how can I respect such a dirty, slutty whore?
Why? Why would you say that? She's a perfectly nice young woman.
And she had sex with me. She must
not by her choice.
Yes, she never used the safe word. She never said
Next. We're done with that. Because she's left now again. She's left the room again now.
Okay.
Nazis. You've offended the Nazis.
I offended the Nazis.
First of all, you said they were Canadian.
They are Canadian.
You
From
said
Stockholm.
That about Stockholm.
We know that. We've already covered this, Dave. I don't know why you're in such denial about Stockholm and Canadians in Canada.
Because Stockholm's not in Canada, and the Nazis.
Whatever.
There were Nazis.
You need to go back to school and get a second.
I will go back.
You need to get a master's in geography.
Sure.
Because then you'll know that Stockholm is in fact in Canada, the home of the Nazis
and Molson
and
and the Montreal Expos.
and Les Expos.
Because we don't learn national capitals until our masters in geography.
Right. So bust out your books.
The number 6 thing.
Did you know that the Big Dave and Company podcast pays for all continuing education?
No.
Yeah. So
I'll have to go back to
take
school
advantage of that.
I'm gonna take in class and telling people that their family members have perished.
Oh, God.
I think it says for law enforcement only, but I think they'll let me into it.
Next.
This hour of the Big Dave and Company podcast. Well, we're going through the list.
You can't just squirt in an ad
I am.
in the middle of my list.
It's like
I'm
a
just starting to get
commercial
ramped up.
Brought to you by Sky Dreams Flying School for Narcoleptics. Really?
Narcoleptics, like the people who fall asleep?
Yes, Flying School for Narcoleptics, taught by narcoleptic Dennis Tranger. That can't be right.
How can you even get a FAA license?
Come on, people.
You can't get a license with a medical condition like that.
Flying School for Narcoleptics.
Why aren't the interns screening these ads?
Anyway, Sky Dreams, Flying School for Narcoleptics, Hoboken, New Jersey. They fly. That's where the office is. They fly out of Teterboro Airport.
Oh, like where Sully Sullivan
was going to
flew
land.
out of, yeah.
He wanted
land.
to land. So the Flying School for Narcoleptics, people who fall asleep without warning, taught by a narcoleptic who falls asleep without warning, is operating in the largest metropolitan area in the United States.
That makes a lot of sense. That's safe.
Seriously.
We're going to have to look into that. We need to call our contacts at the FAA.
I mean, I'm all for people who are disabled or have a disability or disease.
I'm not. They should be shot at birth.
I think they should have, similar rights, but eventually...
You know who I learned that from? The Nazis.
Oh, yeah. They didn't shoot anybody at birth.
Gas them.
Couldn't tell them when they
Bullets
were born.
are expensive.
Everyone's blonde hair and blue-eyed when they're born. They didn't shoot
Not
them until
me.
their hair turned.
Not me.
You're hatched. Anyway, we have some more on the list. You ready to continue the
How
list?
many more do we have?
A whole lot.
How many people did I piss off?
Next, number 7.
This is what, a top 10 list? Top 20 list?
Top 10 list.
All right.
Number 7, using your sausage.
Oh, God. How did I piss them off?
Well,
I love using your sausage.
I know you do. And you give them glowing.
Especially the chorizo.
Yeah. And you talk just in high regards about them all the time. And I can contest to that. And that's what I told our legal department when they told me about this. Apparently using your sausages served us with a stop and desist because they don't want your...
Come on!
They don't want
my glowing
They don't want to be
endorsement?
associated with your shenanigans.
Why?
Talk to the guys
But I
in
love
legal.
using your sausage.
I can't comment. I have no comment.
It's
I choose to
tasty
invoke my
and
Fifth Amendment
it's
right.
juicy.
It is delicious.
It's delicious.
I like the hot dog and the Polish sausage.
Yeah, those are good too.
favorites.
The chorizo's the best though.
Yeah. But they said they don't want you as...
Cut up a little chorizo with the eggs in the morning. Oh, that's living right there, baby. That's living.
If we had across the bottom, it would say unpaid spokesperson. If
I
we were
can't
on
believe
TV,
they
it would-
sent us a cease and desist letter.
They don't like us. They don't like you. They love me, but I don't.
But you don't really.
I don't plug
mention,
them, but
right.
they never asked me to. So using your sausage.
I'm hurt. I'm actually a little sad.
And lastly on the list,
can I still eat using your sausage?
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't say I could. I had
no,
to stop.
you don't have to
Okay.
stop eating.
I just have to stop talking about eating using your sausage.
Right.
Delicious using your sausage.
Yes.
You know what goes good with baseball? Using your sausage.
And last on the list of people you've offended in the past 25 podcasts, Big Dave. That's me.
How did I offend you?
First of all, you
Was
called
it the
me a
comment about
godless-
the Nazis?
You called me a godless fuck heathen.
Well, yeah, it's
In
because
your
of the
mind.
chocolate milk. The big exception.
You did a whole podcast about all the things that I was awful at.
And there was a lot. I narrowed it down to only the top 10 things you were off. It wasn't all of them. We didn't have that much time. This is
see
a
what I mean?
30-minute podcast, Dave.
You see me?
I'm
You
just.
always-
Hey, I'm honest. You're gonna get nothing but honesty and straightforwardness from me.
Yeah, that's great. Look how it's working with the using your sausage people.
But I love using yours. I don't love
They
you.
don't
though.
love you, and you don't love me.
No homo.
But you don't love me, no homo. That's great. Anyway,
Really? I
that's
offended
the
you?
Top 10 things. I didn't make the list.
Who made the list?
Unpaid interns did.
Well, how do they know if that I have or have not offended you?
I told them
Unless you told them.
I told them to put me on the list.
So wait a minute. How many did we do?
That was top 10 list.
Yeah, but we only did 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8. There's 8.
So again, the unpaid interns coming through in the clutch with a top 8 list.
No, it says top 10 groups.
But there's only 8 items.
And I think Canada's actually on there twice.
Okay, so there's 9 items.
No, there's 8 items, including Canada twice.
Canada's on there twice.
Yeah.
Did I really piss them off that much?
I don't know.
Wow, must have.
Anyway. So
Oh, I'm sorry. All of you people, I'm Mostly sorry.
Aw, apologize.
Kind of.
Like if we were on a sitcom right now, it would have the music goes like da da da,
yeah.
and then the the aw track, not the o track, the aw track.
Using your sausage, really?
Yeah. Anyway, that's all for us today. Owl City, that's you. You're Owl City. Everyone
I
go.
still don't get that.
Someone write to podcast at BigDavidCompany.com so we can explain to Mike what Owl City is.
Okay, let's do that.
And
send those pictures in.
send those pictures, especially you UP girls. Prove him wrong. He thinks you're all hairy dogs. Prove him
me wrong.
Upers.
Even if you're from the UP and don't live there anymore.
Yeah. Send us your pictures.
Even if you've driven through the UP.
Even if you know where it is.
Even if you can spell UP.
Or if you went to college there.
Send your pictures.
Because he thinks you're a hairy dog. And I want to prove him that you're not.
Right.
Preferably.
Especially
nude
anybody
pictures.
who does like top 8 lists.
Or top list, 8 lists. Those are my favorite. Anyway, all this tomfoolery and more brought to you by Morningwood Estates. Kiss me, I'm Irish. You can get a kiss from Consuelo if you wear green on St. Patty's Day. Go online. They still have rooms available. Also, Bob's House of Wigs.
Will
Tampa
she
and
kiss my
Orlando.
penis?
I'm not even going to answer that.
I'm just
anyway.
asking. That's a valid question.
We're done here. We were done so long ago.
Did I just offend Consuelo now?
I think you may have. You just kind of made me blush a little bit.
I said penis, Dave. It's not that big a deal.
And Steak Knife over here.
He couldn't get
Steak
to the...
Knife Papa George could not get to the edit button fast enough. He broke that. He broke the spring on it. Go click, 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 click.
Snoozing.
So for Steak Knife, all the unpaid interns who really need to learn how to count to 10. Lovely Emily, who has been driven away, as usual. Herbie the Wonder Dog's still here, though he's under the table. For him, and Mike-a-licious, I am Big... Hey, by the way, anything else you want to say before...
No, I don't want to offend anybody.
For all those people and Mike-a-licious, I'm Big Dave saying thank you, and we'll see you next week. Next week on the Big Dave and Company podcast, we tie up some loose ends as we check in on Dave Letterman, Terry Hoskins, and we engage in some more breast milk tomfoolery.
Breast milk?
Yeah, you know.
That's 2 weeks of breast milk.
We can never get enough breast milk.
Man, you were doing so good, too. You were doing so